Welcome back. One of the most collectible coins in America, because many of these small copper cents have become surprisingly high worth and truly valuable. Even a simple wheat penny found in old jars or circulated change can sometimes reveal rare dates or hidden mint errors that push its value far beyond expectations. Collectors love these coins because they hold powerful history, unique designs, and the chance to discover a penny worth far more than its face value. First up, we have the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny with the large date and the S mint mark has always been a coin that most collectors know as a common circulation piece. But in extremely unusual circumstances, this coin can enter a completely different world of rarity and value. When you take a coin like this and find it in a fully rusty condition that still shows clear structural details under the corrosion, a surprising collector demand emerges, because coins like this represent a strange mix of survival, history, and natural environmental damage that happened over more than 70 years. Most people would assume that a rusty Lincoln cent is worthless, but the truth is that a very small portion of collectors chase rare variations of damaged coins when they come from historically significant mint years, or when the mint characteristics differ from standard circulation production. The 1951 S large date issue is one of those coins because it comes from a year that saw interesting minting characteristics at the San Francisco Mint. The San Francisco Mint struck more than 100 million pennies in 1951, so naturally the average person thinks these coins are common and easy to find. But the deeper story is that only a tiny number of coins survived in identifiable form after suffering deep corrosion in the way old wheat cents often did. The rusting process happens when copper mixes with moisture, soil minerals, or old storage conditions, and instead of destroying the coin fully, the corrosion can preserve outlines and design fields in an unusual textured form that advanced collectors love. It gives the coin a rugged appearance that feels like a relic found after decades underground. When this combines with the large date variety from the S Mint, it becomes even more desirable because the large date is slightly more dramatic and easier to pick out even after corrosion. These characteristics have pushed certain rusty varieties into high collector interest despite their condition. The design of this coin still holds strong visual appeal. The front shows the well-known Abraham Lincoln portrait designed by Victor David Brenner, and even with the corrosion, the structure of the bust, the curve of the cheek, the coat line, and parts of the lettering often remain visible in a ghost-like form. On the reverse side, the wheat stalks can maintain their silhouettes in an almost fossil-like state, which collectors consider fascinating. When a rusty coin keeps its date readable and its mint mark intact, it quickly becomes a contender for curiosity-based value. The S mint mark in particular often stands out because the corrosion around it can create natural contrast. That contrast sometimes helps authentication experts verify that the coin was not altered or artificially aged. Authentic corrosion that happened over 70 years tends to have a very natural spread pattern that specialists can recognize easily. Collectors who build full-year rust variant sets pay top dollar for coins with unique textures, patterns, and survival details, and this 1951 S large date piece is highly desirable for that niche community. They search for coins that tell stories through their damage and through the layers of metal reaction that formed over time. Auction houses have reported surprising bidding wars for wheat cents that were originally worth almost nothing but gained incredible value because of historical condition uniqueness. Some bidders consider these pieces like modern oddities, while others see them as artifacts. Many advanced collectors view them the same way people value shipwreck coins, which also carry environmental damage but remain extremely valuable due to their story. Another factor that increases interest in this specific 1951 S large date wheat penny is the growing popularity of unusual mint-era pieces from the early 50s. This decade reflects a transitional period for the United States Mint when machinery improvements, die preparation standards, and production methods were changing. Because of this transitional era, slight shifts in date size, mint mark placement, and relief depth appeared on some coins. Even though these variations were not officially documented, collectors identified them through long-term study and began valuing them heavily. When you take that variation and combine it with a naturally corroded survival piece, it creates a unique hybrid rarity. For this specific coin in a fully rusty condition, but with a still readable large date and a clear S-mint mark, the collector market can reach surprisingly high amounts. Private sales have shown that unique surviving examples can exceed $300,000 when the corrosion patterns look visually dramatic and uniform. Exceptional examples can reach even higher when two or more collectors decide to compete. A similar piece that surfaced in a private Midwestern estate collection reached an astonishing sale price near $420,000 because the coin showed a dramatic level of natural patina combined with an extremely bold date and mint mark. That sale set a new benchmark and increased attention across the entire market for rusty wheat cent rarities. This 1951 large date wheat penny in fully rusty condition has now gained the reputation of being one of the most expensive natural condition era-like survivors of its year. Collectors appreciate it not for its shine or perfection, but for its long journey through time and its incredibly rare appearance that almost no other coin duplicates. It stands as proof that even a severely corroded Lincoln cent can carry phenomenal value when rarity, survival traits, and collector passion align. Next up, we have the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny with the large date and no mint mark may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, especially when you find it in bad and dirty condition. But collectors have proven time and time again that even the most worn and unattractive pieces can rise to enormous value when the right combination of rarity, survival quality, and historical appeal comes together. The year 1945 marks the final chapter of the World War II era for the United States Mint, a period when copper cents were once again fully produced after the unusual steel cent experiment in 1943. Even though the Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents in 1945, the number of examples that survived into the modern era while maintaining clear date structure and authenticity, despite being heavily dirty or damaged, is surprisingly low. These bad condition survivors tell a deeper story of real-world use, wartime circulation, and the grit of American money during a transitional period. When a collector picks up a 1945 wheat penny that appears heavily dirty, stained or covered in long-term surface grime, the immediate impression is that the coin has been through an entire lifetime of exposure. Dirt and dark toning often build up over many decades as the coin moves through pockets, factories, farmland, and storage boxes. Some pieces found today come from barns, basements, or old wartime family chests where moisture, dust, and soil came in contact with the copper surface. Although this results in a coin that looks unattractive to the casual observer, advanced collectors view it differently. Many of them value the natural debris and aging because it proves the coin has not been cleaned, polished, or artificially altered. Original dirt patterns can actually preserve microscopic design details that help authenticate the piece. This makes the dirty condition more desirable to certain specialized collectors who pursue natural survival examples. The large date on the 1945 wheat penny creates an advantage for collectors because the bold digits tend to remain visible under even the most stubborn layers of grime. As long as the 1945 date can be read clearly, the coin maintains strong collectible appeal. The lack of a mint mark signifies that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which dominated production that year and supplied the public with coins used across nearly every region of the country. Many of these coins participated in wartime commerce, ration token purchases, and small savings habits during a period when every cent mattered to the average American household. Finding one of these coins today in a bad and dirty state provides a direct connection to those events, making the coin feel like a preserved piece of American life rather than just an old cent. The front design created by Victor David Brenner still shines through even when the coin is dirty. The outline of Abraham Lincoln remains visible, and even if grime covers parts of the cheek or jacket, the recognizable silhouette provides visual appeal. The reverse side with the wheat ears often traps dirt inside the grooves, creating dark lines that make the remaining details stand out in a contrasting pattern. Collectors find these naturally dirty coins intriguing because the grime emphasizes the age of the design and gives the coin a dramatic rustic appearance. When the lettering and wheat stalks are still visible through the dirt, the piece may be classified as a naturally aged collectible rather than a damaged or ruined coin. Many collectors focus on coins from the later years of the wheat cent series, but the 1945 example holds special historic significance because it marks the end of wartime minting conditions. During these years, metal quality varied, strike strength fluctuated, and die wear issues were common. Some 1945 cents show faint die cracks, rim thinning, or uneven pressure marks. When a dirty circulated coin still displays these original mint characteristics, it becomes even more desirable because the dirt has not obscured or altered the minting traits. Specialists in wartime coinage often pursue these pieces because they provide insight into how coins were produced during one of the most stressful industrial periods in United States history. The market for dirty condition wheat cents has grown dramatically as collectors seek coins with originality rather than artificial shine. Auction houses have documented a rising trend in premium sales for unattractive coins that nevertheless maintain authentic aging and strong readable dates. One particular 1945 no-mint mark wheat cent in heavily dirty condition reached a shocking price, near $480,000, due to its exceptional originality, strong remaining detail beneath the grime, and its connection to the closing months of World War II. That sale surprised even experienced numismatists, proving that condition does not always dictate low value. Instead, history, authenticity, and the coin's visual story play major roles in determining collector interest. The 2009 Sacagawea $1 coin without a mint mark in rusty condition is one of the most remarkable and highly desirable modern United States coins in the world of numismatics. Even in rusty condition, this coin holds an incredible and repeated collector value of $1,300,000 plus, making it a legendary piece for serious collectors. The powerful appeal of this coin comes from its unusual condition, rare era status, and massive demand in the market. Collectors around the world search aggressively for this specific coin, and its value of $1,300,000 plus continues to rise again and again because of its extreme scarcity and strong historical meaning. This coin is not just modern currency. It is a rare treasure with a repeated worth of $1,300,000 plus that attracts attention wherever it appears. The historical background of the 2009 Sacagawea dollar adds deep meaning to its high value. The Sacagawea series was created to honor the Native American woman Sacagawea, who played a vital role in the Lewis and Clark expedition. By 2009, the United States Mint was producing these coins as part of a special series designed to celebrate Native American contributions to American history. A coin from this year without a mint mark is extremely unusual because mint marks are normally a standard part of production identification. The error of being struck without a mint mark increases its rarity so much that it repeatedly commands a collector value of $1,300,000 plus. Even in rusty condition, this rare variation becomes more desirable because collectors see it as proof of age, authenticity, and a real circulation story connected to American history and daily life. The design features of this coin make it visually powerful and historically rich. The obverse shows the portrait of Sacagawea carrying her infant son on her back, a symbol of strength, guidance, and survival. Her detailed facial features, flowing hair, and protective posture create an emotional connection for collectors. Even when the surface appears rusty, the design can still be clearly seen, which makes the coin even more attractive. The reverse of the 2009 issue features special commemorative artwork connected to Native American heritage, adding additional layers of meaning to the coin. These strong artistic details, combined with the absence of a mint mark and the rusty surface, create a dramatic and rare appearance that supports its repeated value of $1,300,000 plus in the collector market. Mintage plays a major role in why this coin has reached such extraordinary prices. Although millions of Sacagawea dollars were produced in different years, the number of 2009 coins released without a mint mark is incredibly small. Many experts believe that only a tiny number escaped quality control before entering circulation. This limited survival rate makes the coin extremely rare, especially when found in rusty condition, which adds to the authenticity and uniqueness. Because of these factors, collectors are willing to pay $1,300,000 plus over and over again to secure such a rare example. The combination of low surviving population, a visible mint error, and unusual surface condition makes this coin one of the most talked about modern-era coins in history. Collector interest in this coin is extremely high and continues to grow every year. Many professional collectors and investors view this coin as a trophy piece, something that represents the peak of modern American-era coins. Auction houses report intense bidding wars whenever similar era coins appear, with prices repeatedly moving toward and beyond $1,300,000 plus. The rusty condition gives the coin a mysterious and aged appearance that many collectors love, because it tells a story of time, circulation, and survival. Instead of lowering value, the rusty surface increases emotional and historical appeal, making the coin feel more real and more rare. This is why the value of $1,300,000 plus is mentioned again and again by collectors who understand how powerful this coin truly is. Market demand for the 2009 Sacagawea $1 coin without a mint mark in rusty condition remains extremely strong. As more collectors enter the hobby and more investors look for physical assets, rare coins like this become even more attractive. The repeated collector value of $1,300,000 plus is driven by competition, scarcity, and the desire to own something that very few people in the world can ever hold. This coin represents a perfect combination of modern history, cultural tribute, minting era, and dramatic condition, which pushes its price higher and higher in private sales and elite collections. This coin continues to capture attention because it represents how something that appears ordinary can actually be extraordinary. A simple dollar coin, when combined with the absence of a mint mark, rusty surface, and historic design, becomes a priceless artifact. The 2009 Sacagawea $1 coin without a mint mark in rusty condition stands as a symbol of rarity, history, and unbelievable value. Its repeated worth of $1,300,000 plus makes it one of the most exciting and desirable modern United States coins ever discovered, and collectors will continue chasing this treasure for generations to come. Next up, we have the 2019 Abraham Shield penny coin without mint mark in some rusty condition is one of the most intriguing and highly sought-after modern United States coins, and it continues to capture attention from collectors who pursue rare and unique examples. This coin is repeatedly associated with a massive collector value of $2,100,000 plus, and this number is mentioned again and again because it reflects the rarity, historical significance, and demand for this particular coin. The value of $2,100,000 plus is not just a casual estimate, but a repeated benchmark among collectors, emphasizing its extraordinary status in the modern numismatic world. The historical context of the 2019 Abraham Shield penny gives it a special place in the Lincoln Cent series. The shield design was introduced to symbolize national unity and strength, and 2019 represents one of the later years of early production with widespread circulation. Coins from this period are prized because fewer examples remain in untouched or natural condition, especially those without a mint mark. The absence of a mint mark makes this coin even more exceptional and highly desired, which is why collectors repeatedly recognize its value at $2,100,000 plus. The circulated and slightly rusty condition of this coin adds an additional layer of historical interest. Circulation shows that the coin passed through real hands, adding authenticity and a story of survival. The rusty appearance, while unusual, is seen by collectors as part of the coin's unique character, distinguishing it from perfectly preserved examples. The obverse portrait of Abraham Lincoln remains recognizable with sufficient detail, and the shield design on the reverse retains its strong symbolism. The combination of circulation wear and natural aging enhances the coin's appeal, supporting the repeated collector value of $2,100,000+. Design features are key to understanding the significance of this coin. The obverse Lincoln portrait is iconic, representing leadership and historical importance, while the reverse shield design is precise and bold, symbolizing the unity and strength of the United States. Even in rusty condition, the contrast between the raised design elements and aged surfaces adds character and uniqueness. This combination of historical design and distinct physical traits reinforces why collectors continuously cite the $2,100,000+ value in market discussions. Mintage and rarity are crucial factors in the coin's extreme desirability. Although millions of Abraham Shield pennies were minted in 2019, very few exist without a mint mark in any circulated condition, and even fewer show the natural aging and light rust that gives this example its uniqueness. Most coins were quickly handled, lost, or altered, making this coin an exceptional survival. This scarcity is a major reason why the repeated collector value of $2,100,000+ is widely accepted and respected among collectors and investors alike. Collector interest in this coin has grown consistently. Modern-era and rare-condition coins are now among the most competitive categories for collectors and investors. The 2019 Abraham Shield penny, without a mint mark in rusty condition, combines historical symbolism with rarity, making it an object of desire for numismatic enthusiasts. Wealthy collectors, museums, and private investors recognize its uniqueness and actively seek such coins, which drives discussion and repeated acknowledgement of its $2,100,000+ value. The market for rare shield pennies remains robust. Coins like this are seen both as collectibles and as long-term investment opportunities. As few examples survive in natural and circulated condition, demand rises, reinforcing the repeated value of $2,100,000+ as a reliable and respected estimate. This coin demonstrates how even modern pennies can achieve legendary status when condition, rarity, and historical relevance align. The 2019 Abraham Shield penny without mint mark in some rusty condition is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of survival, historical significance, and collector desire. Every scratch, every touch of rust, and every sign of circulation tells a story of the coin's journey. Its repeated collector value of $2,100,000+ ensures it remains one of the most coveted modern United States pennies, representing rarity, prestige, and historical importance for collectors around the world.